Hey, how's everybody going? I'm back with another video. Still haven't left for Arizona yet, but I'm actually leaving on the 5th, which is about two and a half weeks from today. So today I'm going to be painting this lower part of the front end of the car. Last video I painted the front grille. It was really faded and not really black anymore, so you can check that out on my channel. So this looks a lot better. I also painted the front the kidneys. I painted them black. They were chrome, so that's changed. This looks good. This front bumper guard looks good, and this lower part is the only thing that doesn't look super good anymore. So I'm gonna take that off, clean that, and paint it the same color that I painted the front grille. So let's go going. What we got going on underneath? Alright, so we have, looks like maybe it's 10 millimeter. Whoa. Don't lose the hardware. The wire. Huh, I wonder what that is. I have no idea what that is. But it does not want to come off. Here's the plug. Interesting. It's especially interesting that I don't know what it is. This. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to go look that up. But I'll do that later. So I'm gonna have to go look up what that is, because I'm actually not sure. Maybe it's the temperature. Maybe it's a thermometer, so you know the exterior temperature of the air. It's very possible that's what it is, because I actually don't know where the external thermometer is on this car, so that could be it. It would make sense that it's down low when you're driving, the wind's hitting it, so that you know the temperature, the lowest temperature that it could be outside. So that might be what it is. So this thing's pretty dirty on the inside, sand and dirt from driving around. So I'm just gonna give it a quick wash. It's not horrible, but it definitely is faded a little bit, so it could use a little refresher. So I'm gonna clean it up with some soap and water, and then wipe it down with some degreaser, and then we'll get to painting. I couldn't find anything online about what the sensor is that's right there. I'm gonna post something to Rev Limited forums, which is a BMW E30 forum. Hopefully someone will respond and let me know what it is, and I'll put it in the description. But I have no idea what that could be. I couldn't find it. So I'm just gonna get to cleaning this, and make sure to put your paint in warm water if you're painting in somewhat cold weather. I got my paints in the warm water there, so I've just got some soapy water, and I'm just gonna wash down this lower bumper part until it's clean enough to paint. I got primer because this is black, and I had a change of heart. I'm actually gonna paint it red. I don't have the actual BMW red color, which is what my E30 is. It's the factory paint, but when I painted the roundel red with this same paint, it really matches the red really good. So, and that's on the lower part of the car too, so hopefully it won't be super noticeable if it's slightly off. Just gonna get to washing this. Dry. So since my primer's been sitting in the warm water for a few minutes, I'm gonna hit it with one layer of primer, and worst thing that can happen. The worst case is that it comes out horribly and I need to just repaint it all black, but if that's the case, I'm not super concerned about that. I have black paint. I'll be able to paint it black if something bad happens. But let's see how this comes out. Okay, so this primer is actually black, not gray. That's okay though. We'll keep using it. Okay, so that's the only amount of primer I'm gonna put on this. It says it dries in an hour. So I guess I'll be back in an hour. Hopefully it'll still be sunny out, and then I'll give it a quick sand and then start hitting it with red. All right, so I got this Rust-Oleum paint. It's paint and primer. So we used primer on this, but now I have paint and primer in 2-in-1. And I had regular Rust-Oleum, but this Rust-Oleum red matches the car a little bit more. It's less bright. It's more like a dimmer red, which is more what my car looks like right now. So I'm gonna paint this on there. It's supposed to come out gloss, so we'll see how that looks. Start off with like a few really light coats, and we'll see what happens. So as you can see, my phone fell over in that last clip, and then when I reattached it to the mount that I was using, I had my phone upside down. And since I really wasn't doing anything important in this clip, just doing that top coat, I didn't see any point in going through the trouble of trying to flip it over. So just know that all I did was do a top coat of red, and I realized it wasn't the red that I wanted. So that's pretty much it. So while I have the red paint, you can see underneath right there is very faded. So I'm just gonna, I've cleaned that off. I'm gonna hit it with some of this and see if it makes it look any better. Okay, so that already looks a lot better. So let's keep going. As you can tell, I'm not super concerned about hitting other parts of the car with the paint. And like I said, that's just because I want this car to look good while I'm driving along, for any videos that I make while I'm driving. And if that means I have to wipe off a little bit of extra paint, then I'm gonna do that. So let's head back to the bumper and see if we can put on a light coat of this, see what happens. All right, so there it is. Let's see what kind of damage we can do. Need to wipe off this, I'm just cleaning off this nozzle because it was getting a little bit clogged. So that should be better. The wind is blowing it right back in the direction of the spray can, which is causing it to get all over the place. So I'm gonna turn these around so I'm spraying towards you guys. Problem after problem doing this. Pounds and feels full. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna let this dry. Alright, I mean, it's not gonna look perfect, but I think it'll look better than it did, so. This can's on its way out, so I'm gonna throw this out, and I'll come back later when it's dry. Alright, so it's been about an hour since I painted this. Actually looks pretty good. The bottom side here, where the spray paint wasn't quite catching it, that's gonna be okay because that's actually facing the ground. So I was mostly concerned about this front edge. I'm actually gonna go spray paint the hardware. These 5 screws that are in here. I'm gonna spray paint these. Probably silver or black, probably just black, so that you don't see them because they because they were an eyesore having to look at them. So you can see how rusty and gross they are. So I'm gonna go clean these off. This grinding wheel has to be my favorite tool for cleaning off screws and other pieces of metal that are rusted or have some damage to them. So I'm gonna plug this in. I highly recommend using eye protection. You see how much more clean these are now? See if the camera will focus. You can see how much clean. They look so much better. So I might actually just leave them like that and not even paint them, because I think these are stainless. Or they're just regular steel, you know. But either way, they look okay now, so. Alright, let's go put this guy back together. Let's see how it looks. Make sure to plug this thing back in. Not bad. Well, it's definitely not the best looking paint job. So there's the part that I painted, and there's the stock. In the right light it would be really, really bad, but just in general, I don't think it's horrendous. It's definitely not ideal, but I think it looks better than the shit black that it was before. So thanks for watching, and keep a lookout for more videos to come. Thank you. Thanks for watching my video. Make sure to check out my previous one about painting the grille black. Here's some before and after shots. So there's the black bottom part of the bumper before I painted it. And right there, you can see that the under part is actually red. So thanks for watching. Have a good one.